start becoming more confident, to start sounding more confident, to have people take you more seriously, and to start actually valuing yourself. Hi guys, my name is Luna Bietza. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about words you have to stop saying to yourself. Everything I'm going to talk to you guys about today, I have said to myself 1,000,001 times before in the past. And honestly, I had to take a really hard look at myself in the mirror and say, why do I feel the way I feel? Why do I not feel confident? Why am I always doubting myself? And it all came back to the things that I was repeating to myself, my limiting beliefs, and things that I told myself that quite honestly aren't even true. Okay, beliefs that aren't even mine. So today, I'm gonna give you some tough love, and we're gonna be talking about all the things that you have to stop saying. I have a quite long list. I have a bit of a long list, but honestly, the moment you stop saying these things, you will gain your power back, and you will stop holding this ring, this imaginary cage over your head, and you'll actually start believing in yourself, and you'll start actually believing that there is hope for you and that the future is yours to conquer. Okay, so if you guys are interested, which why wouldn't you be, keep watching this video. Let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to be doing is getting rid of words that make you sound like you're doubting yourself. We're going to use a lot more solid, concrete words that really express how you feel. So a good one that I hear people say a lot is, I think. I think for everything. Even when they know the answer, right? They use I think, and it doesn't sound as strong. So what I want you to use instead of saying, I think I did a good job, say, I know I did a good job. I know I did a good job today. Another one is, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Immediately you're questioning yourself. Like, why are you doubting yourself already? Why do you need reassurance, right? Because it's kind of like an open-ended question, like, tell me I'm doing the right thing, right? Tell me, does that make sense? Like, am I doing it right? So instead of saying that, say, can you give me some input? What do you think? What are your thoughts? It just sounds a little bit more confident. Another thing you have to stop doing is using filler words or like softening. I call it softening words because it's almost like you're softening the blow. So for example, if you're writing an email and you say, I just wanted to email you about this issue. Get rid of the just and say, I'm emailing you in regards to this issue. Just cut to the chase. So the next thing we really want to stop are the words of insult or self-deprecation. I know a lot of people do this. Even like on YouTube, people call themselves like an idiot. I remember watching Tana Mojo back in like way back in the day, and she used to always call herself like an idiot or stupid or whatever. And I think when you're joking around, a lot of people, use these kind of words when they're joking. But what ends up happening is, even if you're with your friends and you're joking, it kind of gives them like an okay to insult you. If you call yourself an idiot, it means that it's okay for them to call you an idiot. It doesn't feel as good, right? When they call you an idiot. Secondly, people tell you who they are. Like, this is very common, right? If someone says, I'm a cheater, you're not going to doubt. You're going to say, okay, yeah, this person's a cheater. Like, I'm not going to trust them. So if you're telling me you're an idiot, I'm probably going to treat you like an idiot. So you have to be really careful with the words of insult, because even if you're saying it in a joking manner, a lot of people would take them for what they are and will take you seriously on that, especially if you're saying those things about yourself. So replace those words with, I'm beautiful, I'm confident, I'm smart, I'm whatever. Even if you don't believe it right now, the more you say, the more you start to believe it. It's almost like I caution to say this word manifest, but you're almost speaking it into reality. Like, even if you don't feel this way now, maybe in the future you will. Keep saying it and then you keep believing it. Next thing I want you to stop doing is stop catastrophizing, okay? So we all do this. I'm really guilty of this, of just wanting to be 10 steps ahead of the situation, right? But the issue of that is, usually when you're thinking 10 steps ahead, it's usually not positive, right? It's usually a really negative idea. So because you want to control the future, none of us know what's going to happen or what the scenario is going to be, you create a fictional one. It's usually really negative. I'll give you guys a really common example. If someone leaves you on red, or doesn't answer your text, kind of immediately go to, oh, they're not interested, they don't want to talk to me, or they're gonna break up with me, they don't like me anymore. When in reality, maybe they're just tired. Maybe they just forgot to respond. Maybe think something came up. Honestly, like, this is all in your head, okay? You need to kind of wake up to reality, okay? And stop thinking so deeply into everything and reading into everything. When we only see the worst, we set ourselves up for disappointment and worry and anxiety. Next thing I need you to stop saying is, this will never be better. Things will never get better. It's always gonna be like this. Stop saying all or nothing statements, because when you do that, you're giving those words so much power. The truth is, everything is cyclical. Like, what you're feeling now, what you're going through now, in a day or two or a week, it'll be gone. That feeling will be gone. And this shouldn't sound, negative. Like, this shouldn't be something that's like sad, right, to think about. It should actually be a happy thing, because it shows all our emotions are temporary. Everything is temporary. So don't put so much power onto a word. And you have to remind yourself that you can't predict the future. You're not a fortune teller, okay, girl? If you're a fortune teller, you're not gonna be watching this video. so remember that words hold power. And if you say something that's such a solid, like, statement, you're dooming yourself from the start. Think with positivity. Stop thinking out of lack. You guys have to break those shackles of lack, seriously, and start thinking that anything is possible, because I'm telling you, it is. If you believe it, it is. You put the hard work in, it is. So when you use an all or nothing statement, you're either setting yourself for perfection, like pure success, or complete, like, disaster. You either fail or you succeed. And the truth is, there's so many in-betweens, right? You cannot think of life as like black and white like that. You're never gonna be happy, okay? So don't use words that are so harsh and that are preparing you for disappointment. If you're not perfect, then you're a complete disaster. You can't think like that. So instead of saying words that are so solid and so concrete in terms of failure and success, use words that are, showing progress, not perfection. Instead of saying, oh my God, this interview went horribly, I never do good in interviews, look at it as, I got another interview, I gained some more knowledge, I got a little bit more confident. This was just another experience for me. When we reframe our expectations, we realize that things are actually going a lot better than what we imagined. The last one that I'm going to talk to you guys about today is no one cares. If you are a little bit of like an introvert like myself, or just don't have like a ton of friends, you probably say this a lot to yourself. You probably at least think it a lot to yourself. So I need you to stop saying it, stop thinking it, because it's not true. I want you to look back in your life, even just within the past 3 to 6 months, and think of a time when someone expressed some kind of gratitude or care towards you. I bet at least 1 or 2 people have. Maybe it's a parent, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a coworker. People care about you. They just show it in different ways. So it doesn't have to be something huge, right? It doesn't have to be them spending $300 on you. It could be something as simple as, you have a cold and they brought you some medication, or they brought you a cup of tea or something. People show gratitude in so many different ways, and so you can't really evaluate it so black and white again. People care. We live in a world where people do care about you. Even though I know everything in the news is so like negative and just gross, people do care about each other. We live in a world where I think most people are good. I'd like to be optimistic, think that most people are good. And if you have friends that are not so hot, and when I say hot, I mean, that's like New York slang. Not so nice, not so great, more like self-obsessed, get new friends. Simple as that. And move on. Build a solid support system that cares about you. and people that love you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Please take this stuff to heart. I know maybe some of it, you know, kind of hit hard, because most of these things I mentioned are stuff that even I've said to myself before, okay? Really try to rethink and reevaluate the words that come out of your mouth before you speak. A lot of times we just regurgitate, okay? Try to be aware of what's being said about you, what you say about yourself, how you come across to others, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.